Welcome to the full visual guide for Tarkov. We're going to be covering graphics settings, PostFX settings, and custom ICC profiles. By the end of the video, you'll have the absolute best visual fidelity possible. Starting with our graphics settings. Our aim here is to get the highest FPS with the clearest image, giving us the best competitive edge possible. Your screen resolution should be set to your monitor's resolution, if not, adjust it here. Your screen mode should be set to borderless. Not only will this enable you to alt-tab in and out of the game quickly, this will also ensure the ICC profile we set later in the video will function correctly. Our texture quality and shadows will be on medium and low respectively. Object LOD quality directly relates to whether you'll be able to see enemies at range or whether you will not. With this setting maxed out, you'll be able to see enemy players at 400 meters. If you are taking too much of an FPS hit with this maxed out, I would suggest putting it down to 2 at a minimum. Overall visibility set to 2000. Anti-aliasing set to TAA to ensure we have a crisp and clear image. Resampling will be set to 1x off. DLSS and FSR will both cause ghosting if turned on. If you are struggling for FPS and need to use these settings, please set them to their highest quality possible to minimize visual artifacts. HBAO will add minimal shadows to the creases of objects as well as the weaponry itself. It's advised to keep this off in the interest of getting the most FPS possible. SSR directly relates to the reflections that you will see in either puddles or water, so this is personal preference. You can either keep this off or up too high. Anisotropic filtering relates to the texture quality at steep angles. Keep this setting off to ensure the highest FPS. If you have an Nvidia GPU, utilize Reflex On plus Boost. This will drastically decrease latency, making your aim more responsive in game. Set your sharpness to 1, this will directly coincide to our PostFX settings later. Keep high quality color enabled and deactivate all other settings here. If you run into low FPS on Streets of Tarkov, activate the setting here for lower texture resolution mode. Moving on to PostFX. Feel free to pause the video here and copy these settings directly into your game. Once we have set up the custom ICC profile, I would recommend going into an offline interchange raid and adjusting these settings to your liking. While in game, there will be a visualize option that you can click. This will allow you to see any changes you make in real time. Moving on to the ICC profile. Open your browser and navigate to the Tarkov subreddit. Search the subreddit for ICC profile. Click the first post shown by Turkvase. Feel free to read through the post and check the comparison screenshots provided. Follow the media file links for both the ICC profiles and download them. Navigate to your Windows search bar and type in color management. Click the first option shown. You will now see a window like this with a default profile. Do not remove this profile. Click add, then browse, and navigate to where you downloaded the ICC profiles to. Select the profile you downloaded and click add. Now click the new listing for the profile and set as default. In the event set as default profile does not make any visual difference, you'll want to make sure that use my settings for this device is checked here. You'll then want to navigate to the advanced tab, click on change system defaults located in the bottom left, navigate to the advanced tab again, then make sure use Windows display calibration is checked here. Once that is finished, you can click reload current calibrations and then close this window before returning to devices and setting the custom ICC profile as default. Just as a point of reference, you can switch between these profiles at any point in time, including mid-game, so you can get a visualization of the effect it has. Another side note, if you are using Nvidia control panel or the AMD equivalent to adjust your gamma, saturation or brightness, I would recommend setting these to their default values so that it does not clash with the custom ICC profile. That concludes the full Tarkov visual guide. Now that we've fully set up Tarkov's audio and visuals, the next videos will be covering in-game elements such as map knowledge and playstyles. Thank you for watching.